Hey, and welcome to another episode of Full Metal Random. We're here. This is the third Harry Potter match and the last one to decide who's getting into the Harry Potter Champions match at the Snowball. And we've got a great panel of people in this. But first, co-hosting with me is the other the other person that's in the match, James White. James, how are you feeling about this match?
Oh, I'm so excited to see this match. You know, we have a lot of really great players in this match, a lot of Harry Potter knowledge here, and I'm excited to see who's going to come out and face me and you at the Snowball.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot. I'm going to start from the left side of the screen. And I believe this is her first match ever on Full Metal. As Andrea. Andrea, how's it going?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm actually very nervous. This is my first match ever in any league. So this is kind of like my very first match, and I'm really quite nervous. And I hope I do well. That's all I can ask for.
And next on the panel we've got Joe Farrelly. Joe, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. I say I'm here in London. It's 2 a.m. here, so ready to play.
And next on the docket, we've got Nicholas. Nicholas, how's it going?
Going pretty well. So this is the third one. One could say this is like the Chamber of Secrets of Harry Potter random matches. Oh, wait, that's the second one.
And Nicholas is off to a good start. And next up, we've got Richard. Richard, how's it going?
It's going good. I've been excited to do this for a long time. I've read all the books, seen all the movies, but you know, there are just some things you might forget. Hopefully I won't do that. Hopefully I do a good performance, and I look forward to this match.
And next up, we've got a new player. I think he might know something about Harry Potter. He's probably really nervous. It's Robert the Hobbit Parker.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Last time, way back in the day when Full Metal callouts were still a thing, there was a Full Metal callout for Harry Potter, and I missed one question the whole match. Gonna try to rectify that tonight by going perfect, but it's with harder questions probably, so we'll see.
But yeah, how the match works is this is the last time that we'll be doing the timed format. It's 25-minute main round, then it'll be a 3-minute speed round at the end. There'll be a short break after 15 minutes. And you get 3 repeats and 1 challenge should you need them. James, I'll take the odds, you'll take the evens.
Sounds good.
And I will hit them with the first question. What is the name of the truth potion that Snape gives to Umbridge to get confessions out of the students in Order of the Phoenix?
Oh, that Dolores Umbridge.
Yeah.
She's mean.
She very quickly became my hated character. So,
Arguably more evil than Voldemort.
yeah.
Yes.
Is everyone ready? Look, yeah, everyone's got the boards up. Andrew, I'll start with you.
Veritaserum.
That is correct. And Joe.
Veritaserum.
And Nicholas.
Veritaserum.
And Richard.
I didn't get it. I blinked.
And Robert.
Veritaserum.
All right, and your second question. What is the name of the wand maker that Voldemort interrogates on his search for the Elder Wand?
You're giving a pass on spelling, right?
Oh, yes.
Please, please.
All right, looking at 5, 4, 3, 2, hands down. And we're going to start with Joe.
Grigorovich.
That is correct. Nick.
Grigorovich.
Correct. And Richard.
I said Ollivander. Damn it.
Actually, he does interrogate Ollivander, so Malcolm does has an option. So
Yeah.
Oh,
give it
but
to him. And Robert Parker.
Grigorovich.
for Gorvit. And Andrew.
I had Ollivander too, so.
Yeah, Malcolm did have that as an available answer. So
Yeah, it's
it's
one that like because I was watching that scene. It's like he does talk to both of them. So I mean, that's why
Ollivander only sells wands. I don't think he makes them. But
yeah.
each their own.
But anyway,
It's fine with me. It's fine with me. We can keep going.
yeah. The next question is, what is the name of the forest that Harry and Hermione escaped to after being at Godric's Hollow?
Gotta love the geography questions.
Yep.
No, James, I did not have to of those.
Yeah.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Nick.
Forest of Dean.
That is correct. And Richard.
I said Redlands.
Robert.
Forest of Dean.
Andrea.
I blanked.
And Joe.
Forest of Dean.
All right, looking good so far. All right, we're at question number 4. In the Deathly Hallows Part 2, there is a major change from the books in the scene where Malfoy, Crabbe, and Goyle confront Harry in the Room of Requirement when they're looking for the diadem. What character replaces Crabbe in that scene? And not for very good reasons.
Can I ask a clarifying question? Is this
Sure.
like replaces as in like the actions they take, or replaces as in like being physically present?
Replaces as the scene. Like he replaces the character completely.
Yeah, because the actor that played Crabbe was a naughty boy and yeah.
Was arrested for
So-
drugs.
Details.
They had to switch up characters. And we're looking at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to start with Richard.
Random useless grunt.
That's a good point, but incorrect. Robert.
Blaze Zabini.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Andrea.
Yeah, I missed that one too.
And Joe.
Blaze.
And we're going to give that to you. And Nick.
Blaze Zabini.
Good job. Awesome.
What is the spell used to read someone's mind?
I would love to have this power. Maybe
yeah,
not.
oh yeah, definitely.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Robert.
Legilimens.
That is correct. And Andrea.
Legilimens.
And Joe.
Legilimens.
Nicholas.
Legilimens.
And Richard.
I said oculum.
Ooh, that's the other way.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to question number 6. In what Harry Potter book or movie would we find this quote? It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. I'm going hard with the quotes.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
All right, we're looking at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pens down. We're starting back with Andrew.
Order of the Phoenix.
That is incorrect. And Joe.
Blood
Joe.
Prince.
He said Half-Blood Prince.
Sorry, that is also incorrect. Nick.
It's either Sirius in Prisoner of Azkaban or Dumbledore in Chamber of Secrets.
Incorrect. Richard.
I also had Chamber of Secrets.
And Robert.
Goblet of Fire.
That's the correct answer.
Oh, really? Well, I'm wrong.
We bounced all around it, and Robert, of course, is the one to get it.
And the next question is, what is the page number that Snape tells the Defense Against the Dark Arts class to turn to when he takes over the Prisoner of Azkaban?
Now, Malcolm, I know when you wrote this question, you thought, oh, this is going to be tough. This is a gimme.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's one that with numbers, like it's easy for someone to stuff something up sometimes.
I would
Well.
like your everyone's best Alan Rickman impression, please.
You can also not.
And
Yeah.
but my favorite number is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Joe.
Turn to page 394.
Oh, that was so good.
And Nicholas. And Richard.
I said 374. It's off my
Robert.
394.
And Andrea.
394.
Right. And now, question 8. What is the password to the Gryffindor common room in their first year? And
Nope, that's not
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we are going to, I believe, Nick.
Robert, you have Fortuna Major first. Caput
I
Draconis.
did. Damn right I did.
That is correct. Good job, Nick. And Richard.
Don't have it.
And Robert.
Absolutely had Fortuna Major at first, and then Caput Draconis came.
Well done. Andrea.
Caput Draconis.
Well done. And Joe.
Caput Draconis.
Well done.
And the next question is, for how many years was Sirius Black locked up in Azkaban for? Alright, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And going to start with Nick.
12 years.
That is correct. And Richard.
12 years. I only got one.
And Robert.
12 years.
And Andrea.
12 years.
And Joe.
12.
All right. Well done. Everybody got that one. And now moving on to question number 10. What 3 words does Snape use to attempt to show the enchantments on the Marauders?
Can you repeat that? It broke at the last second.
That's fine. What 3 words does Snape use to attempt to show the enhancement or the enchantments on the Marauders' map? And 5, 4, 3. Are we having repeats, Malcolm?
Yeah, they've got repeats.
Gotcha. All right, sure. And the question again is, what 3 words does Snape use to attempt to show the enchantments on the Marauders' map? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Richard.
Reveal your secrets.
That is correct. Parker.
Nope.
Okay. Robert Parker. He's been cut. The Russian has been cut.
That's my
All
one.
right, Andrea.
Reveal your secrets.
Well done. Joe.
Reveal your secrets.
All right, and Nick.
He could have missed the first question and you would have said the Russian's been cut. Reveal your secret.
And who was it that used the repeat, please?
Yeah, that. I deserve that.
Who was it that used the repeat?
Robert
me.
used to repeat.
Robert used the repeat.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sure did.
And how many repeats are we having each?
Three repeats.
3 repeats each? Okay. Great.
The next question is, name the headmasters of Durmstrang and Beaubaton. I need both. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and starting with Robert.
Madam Maxime and Igor Karkaroff.
That is correct. Andrea.
I wrote their last names, Maxime and Karkaroff.
I'll give you that. And Joe.
Madam Maxime and Igor Karkaroff.
And Nick.
Madam Olet Maxine and Igor Karkaroff.
Well done.
And Richard.
I blinked on Karkaroff. I had one, didn't have the other one.
All right, on to question 12. What is the first name of Cedric Diggory's father, who appears in both Goblet of Fire and The Cursed Child?
Cursed Child is something I've always wanted to see, just it hasn't come to my city yet.
Yeah, I was in New York for the Schmodown. While I was there, I wanted to see The Cursed Child. Sadly, I did not.
Wait, can I have a repeat?
Absolutely. What is the first name of Cedric Diggory's father, who appears in Goblet of Fire and The Cursed Child?
Okay, that's fine. I was just double checking. You said Chris Child. I was like, wait a second.
Appears everybody has their boards up, so we are on to Andrea again.
Amos Diggory.
Amos Diggory is correct. Joe.
Amos.
Amos. Nick.
Amos.
Correct. And Richard.
Amos.
And Robert.
Amos.
Awesome.
All right. Next question is, according to Lucius Malfoy at the Quidditch World Cup, Harry, Ron, Hermione, and the Weasleys will be the first to know if what happens.
That Lucius Malfoy.
Played beautifully by Jason Isaac.
Dude, that's a question in like 4 turns.
Write that down.
If anyone misses that,
Yeah, it's immediate disqualification.
sent to Azkaban.
All right, and everyone's got their boards up. Joe.
If it rains, you'll be the first to know.
And Nick.
Why'd you put me after Joe? He's like really good at the imitations. It rained.
Almost like he's actually British.
Richard.
I just said trouble appears. That is wrong.
Robert.
If it rains.
And Andrea.
If it rains.
And we're
Very
going
well.
to go into a short break for the last 10 minutes of the round. But just to recap the scores, we have got Robert, Nick, and Joe all tied for first place at 12 points apiece. Andrea is second on 10 points, and Richard is last on 4 points.
Hey, it's better than 0.
And that is what I have as well, so I am good at math.
Hey,
But
Good thing you don't need math in
I'm
Hogwarts.
doing relatively well. So
No, this is a great match so far.
I mean, there's a lot of people doing the vote that just expects it's going to be a wash with Robert on the panel, but it's clearly not. So,
No, this is a fun competitive match. It's going to go down to the wire, I believe, Malcolm.
But anyway, we're going to go into the last part of the main round. So hit them with the next question.
All right. Question number 13. 14. In The Crimes of Grindelwald, what is the name of the freak show Tina attends in Paris?
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't really like this movie. I didn't mind it.
I like a lot of the movie. I really don't like a lot of the movie. And we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we are going to start with Nick.
So now, right? Cirque de Magique.
That is incorrect. Richard.
Don't have it.
And Robert.
Circus Arcanus?
Yeah.
That is correct. Andrea.
I did have it.
Didn't have it. And Joe.
That's like arachnid.
Oh, so close.
The next question is, Rose Weasley plays what Quidditch position in The Cursed Child?
Is this not movie trivia?
I tell you. This is
Didn't
the
you get
argument
crap
I
for
had
that
with Malcolm.
last time, dude?
This is the argument I had with him in my match.
Well, the reason I included it is because when I had my first match, Jeremy asked me what I wanted included. I said everything. So, I
Okay, but like it's movie trivia, not like play transcript trivia. Like I haven't read the transcript for the play. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you have a 25% chance with this one.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it okay though.
I agree.
It's also why I didn't put a lot of them in here.
Then why'd you put any of them?
So there's
We're all gonna fly to New Zealand and stone Malcolm.
No,
after
that's
this. It's okay.
that's kind of bullshit.
yeah.
On your time, Malcolm.
Anyway, Nick, what do you have?
Me first. I'm hoping she takes after her uncles and she's a beater.
Incorrect. Richard.
Chaser?
That is correct. And Robert.
Not what I had. That's
And Andrea.
Wild guess, Chaser.
That is correct. And Joe.
Chaser.
Go, Joe.
All right, let's move it away from the controversy of The Cursed Child and go back to the film The Order of the Phoenix. In The Order of the Phoenix, Dumbledore announces the new Caramagical Creatures professor as whom? Somebody's living next to a NASCAR track. And
That
5,
would be me.
4, 3, 2, 1. And I believe we are on Robert.
is it Professor Grubbly Plank?
That is correct. Andrea.
Professor Grubbly Plank.
Correct. Joe.
Grubbly Plank.
And Nick.
Wilhelmina Grubbly Plank.
That's a well done answer. And Richard.
Nope.
The next question is, while at Grimmauld Place, what is the name of the device that kids use to listen in on the meeting of the Order? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Robert.
Extendable ears.
That is correct. And Andrea.
I wrote a moving ear thing.
I mean, it's correct, but not the right answer. No.
Oh, it comes after a soap on a rope. It's ear on a string.
Nick.
I didn't realize it had a name. I just said long ear.
Yes.
Ed
I didn't know
Richard.
that name.
I don't
I
think they
said
say
giant.
anything.
I said giant earwig.
All right. Where are we at here? There we go. In Deathly Hallows Part 1, Mad Eye Moody warns that Polyjuice Potion tastes like what?
Could you repeat that?
Yes. Andrea's first repeat. In Deathly Hallows Part 1, Mad Eye Moody warns that Polyjuice Potion tastes like what? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start with you, Andrew.
It's just like this.
It is not specific enough. So we're going to move on to Joe.
Yeah, I said mud.
And Nick.
Got a lot of experience with that, do you, Mad Eye? Goblin piss.
That is the correct answer.
Oh.
Richard.
I said cat piss.
And Robert.
Goblin piss.
Very well done.
And the next question is, who said, "You may not like him, Minister, but you can't deny Dumbledore's got style"?
And I will clarify that we are asking for the movie because it is different in the book.
But do they say it in Cursed Child? I'm not letting that go. Just so you
I'm
know.
pretty sure I saw like video games were a part of it too. And I was just like, what?
Damn, Nick just ruined the next question.
Are you kidding?
No.
If it's not about the Lego Harry Potter video games, I
No,
will.
let's get questions about Quidditch World Cup on PC. Let's get questions about that game.
I'm gonna throw this board on my computer screen.
I'm going to use a repeat.
All right. Richard has one repeat left.
Who said, "You may not like him, Minister, but you can't deny Dumbledore's got style"?
And you know what? I just realized that Crimes of Grindelwald is playing on my TV.
Gross.
You can't see your TV, so you can't see your TV anyway, so you can't really cheat.
Yeah, no.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Joe.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
That is correct. And Nick.
Kings of Shacklebolt.
And Richard.
I blinked on Kingsley. Cannot call his name.
And Robert.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
And Andrea.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Well done, you guys. All right, question 20. What is the first object Draco sends through the vanishing cabinet?
You know these movies have directors, composers, and release dates, right?
Yeah, those are all
I
trees.
agree.
You shouldn't be playing in these.
Yeah.
Wait, or that's not true. Those are easier questions. We'll save those for Full Metal Geek.
And 5, 4, 3,
Unless we
2,
want to go into cinematographers
1.
and key grips.
and we're going to start with you, Nick.
Green apple.
Apple is correct. Richard,
Apple.
correct.
Pomeranian Nectare Passus. Green apple.
And Andrea.
An apple.
And Joe.
Apple.
The next question is, what is the name of the bridge destroyed by the Death Eaters at the beginning of Half-Blood Prince?
In the movie or the book, because it's different.
In the movie.
I mean, you can give us both answers if you want, Robert. I mean,
I don't know the book one. That's why I just know that it is
Yeah.
different. I don't know the book one.
Repeat the question, please.
That is Andrea's
Can I
second.
get a repeat?
yep. What is the name of the bridge destroyed by Death Eaters at the beginning of the Half-Blood Prince?
And I will say, Robert, I at least assume it's not the one from the book because I don't know that one either.
Yeah, I don't know the book one. I just know that it is different.
I do know the movie one, but I don't know the book one.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Nick.
Millennium Bridge.
That is correct. And Richard.
I said London Bridge.
And Robert.
Millennium Bridge.
Andrea.
I said London Bridge.
And Joe.
It would put me to shame if I got this wrong. Millennium.
But yeah, we have reached the end of the main round. We've got leading going into the main round. We've got in the lead. We've got Robert on 19 points. Then we've got a tie for second, which is Nick and Joe on 17 points. And then we've got Andrea on 14 points, and then Richard is on 6. But yeah, it's still anyone's game, and with the speed round, if you get a question wrong, you do lose a point. So,
All right. So first question in the speed round. In Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore knows that Horace Slughorn's death was faked because the blood in his house was what type of creatures?
Could I get a repeat?
Yep. In The Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore knows that Horace Slughorn's death was faked because the blood in his house was what type of creature? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll start over with Andrea again.
Dragon's blood.
Dragon blood is correct. Joe.
Dragons.
Nick.
Dragon's blood.
Richard.
Guys say goblins.
And Robert.
The dragon, but tell me
Dragon's blood.
something.
So everybody gets a point. Richard loses a point.
and next question. What spell does Harry use on Malfoy while chasing him through the flooded bathroom in Half-Blood Prince?
Oh, there was a lot.
Hmm.
Are you
The
supposed
one
to
to
like,
end the
You're asking
duel?
for the last one.
The one that ends.
last one?
The last one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's Joe.
Sectum Sempra for enemies.
And Nick.
Sectum Semper.
And Richard.
I could remember the first part. I had Serpent Sepra. I could remember the first part of it.
And Robert.
She stole my for enemies line. Sectum Sempra.
And Andrea.
Sectum Sempra.
Well done, guys. All right. Next question. What is the name of the goblin who gets burned to death by the dragon in the Deathly Hallows?
The most underrated character of the entire series. I love this guy.
And fun fact, the name of the actor that voiced this was the same name as the New Zealand Prime Minister.
Oh, now I know it.
What?
No.
We're looking at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick.
Bob Rod.
Correct. Richard.
Didn't have it.
Robert.
Oh, God.
And Andrea.
Didn't have it.
Oh, no. And Joe.
Bolgrod.
Well done. You're up, Malcolm.
Yep. And this will be the last question. What is the official name given to the Horcrux that belonged to Rowena Ravenclaw? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start with Nick.
Rowena Ravenclaw's lost diadem.
Yep. Richard.
I said Ravenclaw's diadem.
No, Robert.
Yeah, I didn't know what wording you were looking for. I put the lost diadem of Ravenclaw. That's what Luna calls it.
Yeah, I lost was the one word that we would have needed.
Sure.
Yeah. Andrea
Yeah, I missed that one. I said Ravenclaw's diadem.
and Joe.
Ravenclaw's lost diadem.
I'm gonna challenge that. It doesn't work anything because I'm gonna lose anyway. But it was just what it's actually called. It's just a diadem. Everyone, the reason it's why it's called lost is because it's just lost. It's actually a diadem. That's the actual name.
Oh yeah.
That's my challenge. And that was the question you asked. What was the name of? What was
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. Official name, and I would argue that the official name is they still call it the Lost Diadem.
That's not the official name, though. The official name, if it wasn't lost, it's just diadem.
What do you say, James?
I did not write this question, and I also, when reading it, thought the same thing, that it should be just the diadem.
Yeah,
I believe that.
I will grant them the point. As
It doesn't matter to me anyway, but you know, I just want the point. A point's a point.
I do believe that the lost item is more specific, but it is because of the fact that they lost it is why they call it that. But it was the diadem of Ravenclaw before.
Yeah, I mean it's also one that I didn't write. There was one left over from the last match, which Cameron wrote. So yeah.
Gotcha.
But with that, we still have a definitive winner, and that's Robert Parker with a score of 23 points. Tied for second place, I've got Andrea, Nick, and Joe all on 16 points. And then
I have Joe and Nick on 21 points.
21 is what I meant to say.
And Andrea I have at 15 points.
Yeah.
And I got 4 points for Richard.
Yeah.
Yay.
He still did better than Alec Miller, so.
As long as I wasn't the weakest.
But going to go to Robert. Robert, how do you feel about going on to the champions match facing me and James?
And more importantly, how do you feel about the cursed child?
I was just gonna say, as long as there's no cursed child questions, I'll be fine. Because without that, then I kept up to my par of only missing one question. If there's no cursed child, I feel pretty good. If there is, I'll be angry, and that's kind of how that works. But no, I have lots of respect for the people I played today. This is a lot of fun. I always like coming out here for these specialty matches, whether it's Spider-Man or MCU or Harry Potter. I love playing this kind of stuff. This is where I have the most fun for sure.
Yeah. Also, I apologise in advance because because Sandy and Jay are going to be writing the questions, and I believe they've got a vendetta against me. So, so yeah. But I'm going to go to one of our second place winners. Nick, how did you feel about the match overall?
I'm doing all right. I'm not gonna lie, a little bummed. I feel like the times could have been adjusted. We had a 4-question speed round. That I feel like could have been a little bit more. But yeah, no, I could tell you the license plate on the Weasley's flying car, but shit about the cursed child or the books or anything like that. So next time if they're called movies, I got you.
Yeah.
That license plate.
You got it. Joe, you know Hagrid's motorcycle?
No.
But yeah,
Don't say it because it might be in our question.
I'm gonna write it down and take a picture of it.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones that
I'll get over it. Congratulations,
I
Robert.
can't be one as good, yeah. That's also part of the reason I decided to change the format starting from the next one because because there's been so many questions which there's been uneven amount of questions actually asked that sometimes
I'll get over it.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's face it, you had Robert here, so
thank you for putting this all together, you guys. I appreciate it.
because I mean, to come second place to Robert is an achievement. So Joe, how did you feel about the match overall?
It was good. 21 out of 24 is not a bad showing at all. Did a fair bit of studying. Just didn't study the Cursed Child, obviously, so missed that one. But there was a couple I missed. But I know I'm getting the format, so I'm looking forward to the James Bond one coming up. I've got to do something to show that I am actually British.
And going to our food place, Andrea, how did you feel about the match?
Actually, I was surprised with my score. I wasn't really as a first match for me. It's like I think I did well. There's still room for improvement, but overall, I think I did well.
Yeah. And
absolutely, I think that was a great debut. I think that you held up under the pressure. I know you were nervous going into this one, but 15 points out of 25 is nothing to just put your nose up at. I think that was a great debut, and looking forward to seeing what you do into the other leagues.
Thanks.
But yeah, and Richard, you got some points on the table. How do you feel about the match overall?
I'm kind of pissed at myself. I was actually the opposite of the people. I actually studied up on the Cursed Child because I was assuming there was going to be more questions on the Cursed Child, and I knew a few of them that I should have gotten. My mind blanked. I knew the Kingsley, I knew Madame Maxine, and the other dude. I blanked and I didn't study the ones I needed to study for. But at least I didn't get 0. That's the most important thing. I had fun, and whenever I can get a chance in Full Metal Geek, I'm gonna rule that because that's my strength. It always has been. And there won't be some, picky number questions in the books. But no, I had fun though, and congrats to Robert. I'm looking forward to seeing the next Harry Potter match from him.
I mean, to be fair, that quote was also said in the movie, so
Yeah. No. I had 394, but I kept on repeating it over and over, and somehow it switched to me to 74. I was like, damn it.
But anyway, and as I always like to do, find out what other random matches they want to find. Andrea, what other sort of random matches do you want to throw out for a challenge for?
Definitely a Lord of the Rings one. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so.
I think I just saw Robert eyebrows go up into his forehead.
If we can do Lord of the Rings without the Hobbit, I'll jump in.
Yeah, I mean, what I might do is I might do something similar to this and have another match, and then the winner faces Robert later. But yeah,
I would like to challenge somebody in who knows the least about the Lord of the Rings. I think I would do really well in that match. So, just saying.
And Joe, is any apart from the James Bond one coming up, is there any other random matches you want to throw out a challenge for?
I can't think of any right now off the top of my head. I'm just on studying a Bond at the moment, so that's where my mind's focused now.
Nick, is there any other challenges you want to throw out there?
Hell yeah! So I've been talking about it for a while. This show, Impractical Jokers, is like my comfort show, and I know there's other people who do it. So if you want to do an Impractical Jokers match, I'm so down. Or like Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, any of like the old SNL actors. If you want to do their movies too, any of those sound fun.
Rudy Toot Toot.
Rudy Toot Toot.
But yeah, I do have the Impractical Jokers one down. I do have Will Ferrell one down too. Richard, is there any other Full Metal random matches you want to throw out a challenge for?
Yeah. I want my Arrowverse. Been waiting for it. I want my Arrowverse random match.
What universe was it?
Arrowverse.
Oh, Arrowverse. So it sounded like you said my universe is like I'm just a bit all about Rick.
Yeah, questions only that I would know.
But
Mark, since we're throwing out TV shows, I'll give anyone a game in a Doctor Who match.
Ooh.
So,
Caleb,
not now.
I give anyone with the Lucifer one.
go.
I know there's at least one Doctor Who match on the books. I can't remember if I've got another one there, but that will definitely be an interesting one. Robert, that's not Cursed Child.
Yeah, well, really anything geek is like obviously the main focus. Middle Earth, I wrote the last one. I'm happy to write the next one. If you don't want me competing, I completely understand. But I would love to get in there too. But otherwise, give me my Arkham video game series match. I've been asking for it for months. I know you really booked up, so I'll be patient. But Arkham video game series, the Planet of the Apes movie series, I would love. The Saw franchise, if anybody wants to take me on that. What else? That's pretty much it. That's like, oh, you know what? Caleb Coho, you're not watching this right now, but I'm going to send you the link and the time code. I want to take you on in a Spider-Verse match. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that movie specifically, because you praise on that movie, and I think I can beat you. And he will not accept that because he's afraid.
And also, unfortunately, I'm not doing singular movies anymore.
Well, never mind then. We'll take that out, and we can edit this, right? This isn't live, right? We'll be fine.
But we are live.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that brings us to the end of another Formidable random match here. Andrea, where can people find you online?
You can find me on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, at Andrea Malabag. And you'd be able to contact me there.
And James, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Me? Oh, you guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, logging all my movies, and all that good stuff at Gator24, G4, TOR24. And I've also been writing a few reviews for my buddy Brandon Hanna and his blog, the Lords of the Film blog. So you can check out reviews over there.
And Joe, where can people find you online?
Find me on Twitter at Joed Farrelly. Mostly movie stuff and football stuff. Sorry, soccer stuff. Yeah, that's where I am. A lot of movie stuff. And Movie Trivia Face Off. There's a Geektacular match coming soon that I've played in. It's a good match.
Nick, where can people find you on the interwebs?
If you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, it's at College Movie Man. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I don't really use those very much. You can find me at Nicholas Tewing on Facebook. You can find me at Movie Battlegrounds. I have a match coming up soon. That's a whole lot of fun. Hopefully, you can find me in Full Metal Geek soon. I've been waiting over a year, and hopefully this will serve as my entrance into that league. Mr. Parker.
Yeah, we're starting testing next week.
Gonna be fun. This thing even my strongest kid.
And Richard, when you're not driving around LA, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Oh, you just took the majority of my line. Okay. No, you can find me on Facebook under Richard Schwartz. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter under External Void, where I do WA Champions mobile gaming. And since you said I'm still going to say it anyway, you can find me in LA driving around because I got nothing better else to do. And hopefully one day soon you'll find me at Full Metal Geek because that's where I do best.
And Robert, where can people find you online?
Sure, you can find me on Twitter and Letterboxd at RBRTPRKR98. That's my first and last name, Novals Plaisir. You can find me running Full Metal Geek. We are doing the testing in for the tournament, so that's going to be starting up real soon. And you can find me also doing stuff all over the family community, whether it's competing in Full Metal Geek or over at Multiplex all the time. I'm kind of everywhere.
And you can find me hosting Full Metal Random every week. Next week is going to be the viewer Skewverse. Just going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I wrote some questions for that.
Ahead, you can also find me hosting Rankin on Take 3. Next week is going to be a Harry Potter one. I believe it is acting performances that is winning the poll at the moment, which is going to be a lot of fun. And you can also find me all over the place. I compete everywhere, and losing a lot of places apparently. So you can also find me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Melkor. And until next week, keep being random.